Look, this is our history.
That much to tell.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna ask you questions. It'll be all right.
I get it.
His father isn't alone.
It'll be all right.
But no more than what anybody else might have done.
Well, we know that. Come on, it's your history.
Ain't none of my history because I ain't got no history.
Huh? Well, all right. I'm sorry. So all right. This is just for me. So the movie The Help came out today, and it's about maids in Mississippi and how they were treated bad.
Yeah, well, that was different help down there. The help was treated bad here. My mother worked like a dog. Used to have you boiling the clothes and all that. That's why her hands look like feet. Poor soul. They want you to have the strongest water and everything. Everything had to be clean. You know, you should make it shine. The Jew had a thing about making it shine. You should make it, you should make it shine. I made it shine one day. I was working for the Bergowitz. That was the mother of the woman I worked for. And over their stove, they had just a painted kitchen. They didn't have nothing. Didn't have a house as good as mine. And they looked, it was greasy over where they cooked at. And nothing for them to say to me. Of course, when you paint anything and you cook, and the grease sticks to the wall. So she thought she'd be smart. We'll get Helen to wipe that wall down, get the grease off of it. I think I was almost ready to go home when they asked me to wipe it off. I was so mad. I got the bucket, some soap, some bleach. I wiped it off. When I wiped it off, they like for the kitchen, the paint to shine. Never did, from that day on, they never asked me to wipe off nothing.
Why's that?
I had taken all the shine off of it. The bleach. I said, oh, won't ask me to do it.
So what about the scene in the movie where the woman's fanning the other woman and
Fanning her.
on a hot day? Yeah, she's waving a big piece of paper. She said, "Oh, don't do it so hard."
Yeah. Well, poor souls I worked for, they didn't have nothing when they first started. He just happened to be lucky and work himself up in his business. He had been in did everything he could, cab and all. He was ambitious. Tried, that's one thing I say about Jewish men. They don't let the women do nothing if possible unless it's being in business with them. So they got an air conditioner, room air conditioner. So now they'd have it on for themselves in their bedroom, and when I go up there to clean, she would come up and turn it off, as if I didn't need no air. And she was nice as she was, but I noticed that. I said to myself, now, I'm in here working, and you don't think I need any air. It's all right for me to sweat. And then the first one to be hollering, "Oh, Helen, oh, Helen, Helen, oh, Helen, we love you so." Another thing they got about this, love you so. If they're eating something, and they're eating it and it's real good, they say it's real good, they'll tell you, "Oh, it's delicious, it's delicious. Oh, here, Helen, take some." They're not going to eat after you eat off of it. They'll give you, give the piece they give you, put in your mouth, they're not going to eat off that piece again. They'll give it all to you, or it's the finish of it.
But you'll get it before the dog.
Huh?
You'll get to taste it before they give it to the dog.
Well, no, they just, I used to notice that the kids would come to me, "Oh, Helen, taste this. And they'd be eating something. It was all right for me to eat off of you, but you couldn't eat nothing behind me. I noticed these things, but I didn't say no. They poor whites just getting up on their feet. They hadn't been used to nothing anyhow. But they used to tickle me. Oh, I was one of the family. All of them sitting down, resting, and I'm working, and I'm one of the family. And I said, oh boy.
So you saw
But
the
I was better than some people.
so at the time.
Yeah, just like anything else. You go along with the program.
But then you talk about your house. You kept a nice house. They helped.
Well, that's what I was working for. I had a better house than they did, but and that's the way it goes. A lot of people had better houses than the people that was working for. I did a day's work for a woman one time. Them poor souls had nothing. But the Jenny did, especially Jewish people. Uh, they get the living room, they get the windows. They always put nice drapes up to the windows or whatever. And the living room and the dining room, they try to have it fixed up pretty nice. But Lord have mercy, you go upstairs, iron beds, place looks like a Salvation Army place. Yeah, I only worked one day for them. I'd go to the employment office and get a day's work, and they sent me to this poor Jew. Now, the thing different from them, her husband, what he did, he sold sodas, crates of sodas to the stores.
Mm-hmm.
He delivered them. I don't know if he owned anything. And one of her girls was engaged. Of course, that was a big deal. They tried to make a little front, so they had a living room and dining room fixed up pretty good. But that kitchen, my God, oh Lord, the old lady looked like she was falling apart. But she took on me. She said, "Oh, I want you to clean up in the kitchen." And she looked looked like it was getting ready to rain. They had a big thing on windows years ago. Windows, your windows was clean. They thought it was a big deal. She said, "Oh no, don't do nothing. Do the windows first." I thought I did it. Whatever you say, I do it. It make no difference to me. Yes. And upstairs they didn't have nothing but iron beds. Oh, that's right. She called herself cleaning dummy. Oh, I'll help you. We'll take the bed down, and I thought to myself, oh Lord, have mercy, poor soul. She didn't know nothing.
She didn't know how to clean.
I did it. Me and her taking the bed downstairs, and I don't know what the hell. Maybe she had bed bugs. I don't know. We took it down there and washed it off, the springs off, and took them back. We taking it back upstairs. So, I don't know what they're doing.
It's just busy work.
Just as long as I got my money, I didn't care what they was doing.
So what do you think it helped today?
I don't know, because I'm not doing it.
Well, I'm saying when you ask people to come help you here clean up and stuff.
They don't have help like that no more. People do individual things now. That's why they have the cleaning services. The apartments and things, they have cleaning service.